Module 2, we're going to talk about polynomials, and Section 1 is about polynomial functions. So here in example 1, we're going to look at a monomial, okay, one single term, and we're going to determine its end behavior based on its degree, which is the largest exponent on a single variable. So that'd be 3. And then looking at the lead coefficient, which is the number in front of the variable with the largest exponent. So that'd be -2. Now normally, what I want to do is, as I go farther and farther out to positive and bigger positive numbers, so as I go out to infinity on my x's, so as x's get bigger and bigger, what are my y values doing, right? What are my y values doing? Are they going up, or are my y values going down, right? So what are my f of x's doing, my y values? Which way are they going? So you could just plug in a really big number and see what you get. Do you get a positive or do you get a negative? But we can look at the degree. Anytime we have an odd degree, our function goes up. As we get bigger on our x's, it goes up. And then what happens as I go more and more negative, as I go this way, right, towards negative infinity? So as x goes towards negative infinity, what does our y values do, our f of x? Okay, so that on an odd degree, it goes down, right? But sometimes this lead coefficient affects it. So if it's negative lead coefficient, negative a, it will actually flip. Instead of going down as I go towards more and more negative, it's actually going to go up. And as I go to positive x's, it's actually going to go down. So this one, because it's odd, it looks like the red one here, but because I have negative coefficient, it's going to flip. So as x gets bigger and bigger, I'm actually going to go to negative infinity on my y's. And as x gets smaller and smaller towards negative infinity, it's going to go towards positive infinity. Okay, so that's kind of how you do it with odd degrees and a negative coefficient. With even degrees, if it was even, then it would look like this. It would go up as I go negative infinity, and it would go down as I go to, or actually, sorry, it would go up as well. So even degrees go up and up, kind of like a quadratic, right? 4, 6, 8, 10, any even. And then a negative a would just go down and down. And that's how you can tell by the end behavior and degree of a monomial function.